Hello guys and girls, welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob and having my trunk coffee. Of course I ain't got it in my trunk coffee cup, but it's still trunk coffee. I'm too lazy to go out in the shop and get mine, my cup. But anyway, wanted to talk a little bit about this Cattleman T2. This here was a parts gun that I think was taken out of the junk pile and sent to me, which resulted in me ending up taking this and sending it back, the other one, the one I paid for. This one here is pretty much useless. And I ended up with it because of all the time that I wasted on the other one, and I was told to go ahead and keep it, so that's what I did. And this thing's got several problems. I just got my tank this year from Mike over at M&B Airgun Reviews. Check his channel out, guys. He's got a lot of testing and got a lot of good content. And for starters, let's talk about the barrel. We haven't quite nailed down the problem, but we're so close that I think we're almost there. My goal is to try to get this thing to shoot at least 25 yards. Right now, I can't even hit the target with it. And the problem that's going on with this is the barrel itself was drilled off center. And the reason I know that is because I sent this to a friend of mine, Dale, and asked him to give me a second opinion. And I already knew what was going on with it, but I wanted a second opinion, and he's a machinist too, so he knows what he's looking for and he knows what the deal is. So I value his opinion. So what he done was, and I don't know what made him think of this. I wouldn't have thought to do this because of the transfer port hole that's in the barrel. He decided that he was going to take and loosen up the grub screw and turn this 90 degrees and put the transfer port hole facing up instead of down towards the transfer port in the breech. So when he done that and tightened the grub screw up, the bolt went in straight. I mean, just as straight as you couldn't ask for a straighter shot into the barrel. So right now I've got it set to where it's supposed to be, and I want to show you guys what the deal is with it. I'm going to try to get you in a location here where you can actually see it, and I'll put the camera right above this so you guys can see this, and then I'll put a white background, maybe a piece of paper or something down on the table here, and we'll show you the difference. So I'm going to try this both ways and show you the results in both ways. So right now we've got the barrel in the way it's supposed to be. So let me get you guys set up here and we'll show you what we got. Alright, so let's pull this bolt out, and I want you to look at this part right here. Let me get a pointer here. This bolt, when I go to put it into the barrel, as soon as it hits the O-ring, it deflects and moves downward. So watch that bolt. See that? It's moving downward. And now we're going to take the barrel loose, take this grub screw out, and I got something in my throat. I just got my COVID shot today, my last one. So now let's take this and loosen it up. And then we're going to turn this. So I got to pull it out so I can see where it's at. Alright, so now we've got the transfer port hole straight up. Right, now let's do that again. Look at that, straight in. Straight in. Couldn't ask for a better fit. Alright, so now that you see what I'm dealing with, now we can try to correct the problem. So what I've decided to do is turn this barrel and leave it the way it is, upside down. But I'm going to take the grub screw on this side. There's two of them. There's one here and one here. And this one only had one in it when I got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a drill bit the same size, and I may even step it up one more notch and make it a little bit bigger. I don't know yet, but first we're going to start with the right size that's already in it, and we're going to drill straight through to the other side. All right, now yes, we've got an open hole on the top. That's not going to matter, because what I'll do is chamfer the hole and make it nice and straight all the way around, because we are dealing with a round surface. So we're going to want to chamfer that hole so that when I put a set screw in it, it will seat into that hole and seal it. So because your set screws are beveled like that on each side, so we should be able to seal that hole. And as long as you have the set screw sealed, it wouldn't matter if it didn't seal anyway, because air is going to travel the least resistance. So I think this will work. And then we will use the hole, the new hole, as our transfer port hole. We don't know if this is going to work, but at this point you can't do no more damage to it than it already is. It's already a paperweight. We're just trying to turn a paperweight into something that's worth having. Alright, once I've done that, if we find that this thing will shoot okay, now I don't have a trigger guard for it, I don't have a stock for it. We're going to have to build a stock for it, but I'm not building no stock for it until I know this thing shoots right. We're going to take this off, and then we're going to build us a stock. So I'm going to go out to the shop, drill this hole out, and then we're going to try it out and see if it works. So, alright guys, I went out and I turned the barrel around and I drilled the hole and put it back in, put it all back together, minus the trigger guard and the stock. And of course, I don't have a trigger guard. I need a trigger guard for it. If anybody's got a trigger guard, let me know. Of course, I don't think it's going to matter because I believe I'm going to build me a new one, new stock for it, a full wooden stock, not the military type or tactical or whatever. We're probably going to put a regular wooden stock on it the whole way. But anyway, this is a whole hell of a lot better than it was before. It used to be I couldn't hardly hit the target at all. I mean, it was just everywhere. So there at one point, I had this thing shooting hole on hole. So I just got to spend a little more time with it. This here was after I did the 3-shot group hole on hole. I literally hole on hole. And I didn't video it, and I wish I had it, but it's getting dark out there, so it would have been kind of hard to see. But I had it hole on hole, and then I noticed that my barrel was off to one side, so I just took my barrel band and twisted it a little bit to make it straight with the tank and make it look better. And then I had to re-zero it in, and this is the results that I got. Now this one down here at the bottom, number 4, it's a flower. I know it was a flower because I made a mistake when I was shooting and I pulled off. So we got an 1.25 inch group, which ain't nothing to shake a stick at 25 yards, but I would expect better than that, and I can get better than that. So I've got them numbered in sequence as to which ones I shot first and which ones I shot last. I got a bug on me, scared the shit out of me. But that one, like I said, is a flower, and I've got an 1.25 inch group without the flower. So that's what you got to do to get your Cattleman T2 to work. You got to take the barrel out, drill a hole on the other side, put another transfer port hole in it, turn the barrel upside down, and put it back in, and then you can finally hit the target. I'll let you take that away. But yeah, I'm not impressed with this gun. Never have been, never will be. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to get this thing working, and I'm probably going to sell it and recoup the time I wasted on this gun. So now I won't let no scope go with it. You get it as it was when I got it. You get this with it, and I don't have a trigger guard for it. I'm probably going to have to make one for it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. This gun has had me pissed off, and I've wasted way too much time on it, and never again will I ever waste that much time on a gun. This gun has me pissed off. So, and I hate giving people a bad review. I despise it because it makes me feel bad because I have to put it out there that way. But you have to remember, the whole purpose of a review is to let people know the bads and the goods so that they don't make the same mistakes that you made. I mean, that's the whole purpose of a review. And if the person who owns the item that you're reviewing can't handle the truth, then they need to get out of the business, plain and simple. What needs to happen is the person that owns this needs to actually test their product before they send it out. And I have a feeling that's what's going on. I don't think anybody's testing these things before they send them out. They got the money and they run. And that's not cool. So that's just my opinion. That doesn't mean that everybody should come up with the same opinion. There may be something I'm missing. I don't think so, but when you have to pull the barrel out and turn it upside down and drill another transfer port hole, there's something wrong with that rifle. So now what really needs to happen with this gun now is I need to cut that off right at the O-ring groove, the second one, cut it off, start all over, and remachine it up further and put the transfer port where it needs to be. This was just a test to see if that was what the problem was, and it is the problem. The barrel is drilled crooked, so or off center. So in other words, one side, I'll draw it here for you and show you what's going on. Now, yeah, it's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to try to show you what's going on here. What we got here, the barrel, one side is thinner than the other side, so it's off center. Well, by turning the barrel upside down and it works and it's centered to the bolt, that tells me that two things is going on. The breech is not drilled correctly and the barrel is off. Because if you turn that barrel, if it wasn't off center, it shouldn't make a difference. So there's a lot in this gun that I don't know yet. I'm afraid I don't want to know. So anyway, I hope this is my last bad review for a while. I don't like giving people bad reviews. It just leaves for bad feelings all the way around for everybody. So take this for what it's worth. I'm not telling you not to go buy a cattleman gun. That's up to you. I'm just telling you what my experience is with it. And I can't vouch for anybody else. If anybody else has got a problem with their gun, then they need to tell. But I'm telling you what my issues was with this gun. And it's not a good one. So, anyway, I'm going to cut this now and be done with it. So, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and by all means, have your Trump coffee. You guys have a good one. Later.